What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Cree's Corner. I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm being consistent. Thank y'all for rocking with me. And this week, I think I just want to talk about timing. Sometimes you'll get an idea. Gotta put an idea in your heart, a goal in your heart, and when you first get it, you want to just go out the gate. You know what I'm saying? You think it's supposed to happen right then, but that's not always the case. Sometimes that's just a seed being planted. You know what I'm saying? And I got an example. I've been talking about doing a podcast since 2014, before podcasts was even a thing or whatever. Me and my homie was supposed to do one. We just never put any action behind it. Then in 2020, me and my group chat was supposed to do one, and it just never came to fruition or whatever. We didn't really know the logistics of how to really execute it. Then in 2021, I was doing it with my homie, and we actually recorded episodes or whatever. We just never put them out. You know what I'm saying? Now, here I am 5 years later. I wouldn't necessarily call this a podcast, but it's podcast adjacent for sure. You know what I'm saying? But everything is coming together right now. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. And the seed was planted way back in 2014. I was supposed to be out here talking, you know what I'm saying? Getting the word out, you know what I'm saying? But that was 12 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But the way I knew that I'm supposed to do this is because it keep coming up, you know what I'm saying? So just because you get an idea don't mean it's gonna come to fruition right at that time. It might take a while, but the way you'll know you're supposed to keep doing it is because you'll keep having that thought. It'll keep coming back to you, you know what I'm saying? It won't go nowhere. So, and the timing is perfect. God knows the perfect timing, because in 2014, I didn't really have nothing to talk about. Now I have more life experience. I've been through more things. Also, I didn't have the technical expertise that I have now to execute it back then. So even though I got the idea back then, I wasn't fully equipped to execute. You understand? So just because, again, stay patient. You know what I'm saying? Everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. I got another example too about the Navy. I have been trying to go to the Navy since when I first got out of high school, a year out of high school. And I didn't go because somebody I was dating at the time didn't want me to go. And I didn't, so I didn't go or whatever. And then that was a year, I was 20. So then, when I was I would say 22, I tried again, but I was overweight. I needed to lose 10 pounds or something like that. I don't know how much I need to lose, but I gave up at that. I went to MEPS and everything, gave up on that time or whatever. So then the year after that, I went again, and I was still not passing standards or whatever. So all right, maybe I ain't supposed to go, right? But the idea just kept popping in my head, yo, you got to go to the Navy. You need to go to the Navy. You know what I'm saying? But one day, not one day, but I just started working out. Not even working out to go to the Navy. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, be a better person, improve myself. And then I ended up losing 20 pounds or whatever. I wasn't even really trying. I was just, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't trying to go to the Navy. I was just working out to be a better version of myself. But then I ended up losing 20 pounds, and I'm I was in some good shape. I was in decent shape, you know what I'm saying? I could meet standards. So I went back to the recruiter, you know what I'm saying? Because the thought was still in my mind, you know what I mean? So I went back, I passed everything, you know what I'm saying? And I was ready to ship out whenever my day came. But that was a 4-year process. No, actually not 4. That was a 7-year process. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the thought in 2007 to go. I didn't go to the Navy until 2014, but it kept coming up. It kept coming up. You know what I'm saying? But to be fair, to be honest, if I would have went in 2007, I would not have been successful. You know what I'm saying? Because in 2007, I ain't trying to take no orders from nobody. My attitude was terrible. I was lazy. I was not going to make, it wasn't going to be a good time for me in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? The Navy's not necessarily a good time anyway, so it would have been just a worse time. You understand? So it perfect time. In 2014, I got a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? My work ethic is different. My attitude is different. I'm not, I could take orders from somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I needed that 7 years to get myself together, you know what I'm saying? But the seed was planted in 2007, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it kept coming back up. So sometimes the seed will get planted and we'll think it's supposed to happen right then, but nah, you got to give it some time. Just like when you gardening or you growing a plant for real, you plant that seed, it's not gonna be ready soon as you plant that seed. It's gonna take time. It gotta mature. The roots gotta mature. You gotta water it. You gotta do all this stuff to get it to a full mature plant. So that's the same with us. You know what I mean? Like the seed gonna get planted, but you're gonna have to do some work until it finally come to fruition, until you finally ready to execute the way that you need to execute. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that God's timing is always perfect, and just be patient. Keep putting in the work in. Understand everything that's working is working to get you to the point of where you're supposed to be, because God not gonna plant the seed and then leave you hanging, but you also gotta meet them halfway. You gotta do your part too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just be patient and know that it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? But it's only gonna happen when it's supposed to happen if you don't give up and you hold up your end of the bargain. Alright? So thank y'all again for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. Man, I love coming on here talking. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. If you resonate with what I'm saying, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? To keep the videos rolling. I appreciate y'all. Alright, y'all. Bye.